If you break an Italian law in this tiny town, the Italian police who arrest you have to drive through Switzerland just to reach you. When you call them, you use a Swiss phone network. When you pay for your coffee, you use Swiss francs. And when you throw away your trash, a Swiss garbage truck picks it up. But you are standing on sovereign Italian soil. This is Campione d'Italia. It is a tiny patch of Italy that is completely trapped inside Switzerland. It is less than 1 square mile of land, and for decades it was one of the most successful tax loopholes on earth. Until the mud caught up with them. To find this place, you have to look at Lake Lugano, right near to Swiss-Italian border. On a normal map, the border looks clean, but if you zoom in, there is a tiny speck of Italy floating inside the Swiss canton of Ticino. It is separated from the rest of Italy by a mile of water and a massive mountain. To drive from Campione to a nearest Italian town, you have to cross a border control point, drive through Switzerland for 15 minutes, and then cross back into Italy. The reason this glitch exists goes back to the year 787. A wealthy Italian lord decided to leave this land to a church in Milan. Centuries later, the surrounding territory became Swiss, but the Swiss decided to respect the church's ancient property lines. So, when the modern border of Europe were drawn, Italy got to keep this tiny pocket of land. During World War II, the town was completely cut off from Mussolini's government. It became a hub for espionage, with US Officer of Strategic Services operating right under the nose of the Swiss. But after the war, things got really weird. Because they were physically inside Switzerland, the residents of Campione basically decided to live a double life. They kept their Italian citizenship, but they adopted the Swiss way of living. They used Swiss area codes for their phones and Swiss license plates for their cars. If your house caught on fire, the Swiss fire department showed up. But the best part was the taxes. Because of its weird location, Campione was declared a duty-free zone. No customs, no VAT, and almost no income tax. To take advantage of this, the town built a giant 19-story modernist casino. It was the largest casino in Europe. For decades, wealthy Swiss players crossed the borders to gamble away millions. The casino made so much money that the town government did not need to charge its residents any local taxes. The town was rich. The streets were pristine. They had top-tier Swiss services paid for by Italian gambling money. But then, they pushed their luck too far. In 2018, the casino went bankrupt. It owed over $18 million. Overnight, the town's entire economy collapsed. The local government could not pay its bills. The Swiss trash collectors stopped showing up, the Swiss public transit line got cut off, and the local kindergarten closed down. Then, the European Union stepped in to clean up the mess. In 2020, the EU officially brought Campione into the European Customs Union. Suddenly, the party was over. The duty-free loophole was closed. Overnight, the residents had to start paying heavy Italian taxes and customs duties on everything they imported from Switzerland. Today, Campione is still stuck in the middle. It is a town with Italian laws, Swiss prices, and massive empty concrete casinos sitting on the lake. We think of sovereign border as these solid protective barriers, but Campione is proof that when you try to live in two different countries at the same time, you might just end up paying the price for both.